Welcome everyone to the finale episode of Danganronpa with me, Griffin, and Isaac.
Hey!
Here we are at the last class trial.
Crass.
Crass, yes, obviously.
Crass trial.
We're trying to prove who the killer is, who killed supposedly Mukuro, and how is this all gonna play out. What else happened?
Well, mostly, I don't remember what happened in the first half of last episode because that was yesterday, but I think that was us finishing up the investigation.
Yeah.
And yeah, we pretty much started the trial. We pretty much confirmed that those group photos was all just a fucking, like, trick by Monokuma to just fucking make us hate each other. And then...
they also revealed something in them, which Junko was hiding her face in all of them. So there will probably be a revelation with Junko that will happen. But, anyways, should I just read off this line?
Yep.
Let's finish this whole game up. Let's do it.
We will, this will be the last part. We'll have to cut it into, like, we'll have to make jump cuts if need be here and there, but we're gonna
make
do
a
this.
jump cut. We'll add an hour mark, we'll do a jump cut just because so that the footage doesn't corrupt.
Yeah. What makes me so sure the body was carried from the biolab to the garden
The
is...
tarp that we found in the garden. When I was checking it over again,
Oh yeah, because
I noticed something.
in the last episode.
Yeah.
I noticed that some text had been stamped on one corner of the tarp.
Oh, it says Biolab.
Holy cow! How'd you notice that tiny little thing?
Makoto's
We are the
nature
ultimate
seems to have surfaced with
microscope.
perfect timing.
This proves that the tarp originally came from
Our
the
true
biolab.
talent, ultimate microscope.
In fact, there's a whole stack of tarps just like it in there.
So when the killer moved the body to the garden, they must have grabbed a tarp to wrap it in. Then they simply left it as it was to protect against the sprinklers, and put the coat on it afterwards.
You made everything sound so amazingly consistent.
That's just a wild guess. Where's your evidence? Prove that the body was wrapped in a tarp and moved.
There is no evidence. I was simply explaining what I think happened. But you seem to be getting pretty worked up about it, wouldn't you say?
That's a good kill.
Now that the conversation has turned to the topic of the biolab, you must be getting pretty nervous.
Oh, yeah.
Because the key to uncovering your secret identity is hidden within that room, isn't
Oh
it?
yeah.
You talking about unmasking the mastermind?
You see, the biolab contained an inconsistency. One so major it can't be overlooked.
An inconsistency in the biolab. You'd be talking about...
I can't hear you. La 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 la.
I'm just gonna let you know for this bullet time battle, you're gonna have to switch the bullet at the end.
Okay.
Just so
I need to pull
that
myself
you don't
together
fuck it
and
up.
think. We're doing bullet time battles. The inconsistency in the biolab. Could you be talking
Hey, by the
about?
way, Makoto, what about that one thing?
What one thing?
What do you think? I'm talking about your family.
What?
again.
Don't tell me you forgot about that video message.
Not gonna lie, Makoto's dad kind of looks like the headmaster.
Yeah. Wait.
He's
no,
not,
no,
but
no,
he
no.
kind of looks like it.
Are you
No.
sure your
Yeah, that's like
And his
family's
mom kind of looks like
okay?
Hina.
Why are you bringing that up
Mukuro had
now?
a fight with
Your
someone in Tomodachi
mom,
life.
your dad, your little sister. What do
Kira's
you
like, "Are you okay, dude?" And
happened
Hina's
to
like,
your family?
"Yeah."
This is such a bitch
As
move.
you
I'm gonna
might
say that.
assume,
Stop talking about that!
Calm down, Makoto. He wants you to get upset.
Yeah, I need to calm down. I can't let him get to me. He's just saying that because he knows we're getting close to the truth of Biolab. So if I want to shut him up, I need to expose the inconsistency and slam him with it. The inconsistency has to be that one area where the numbers just don't match up. Okay.
Jesus, my cat got scared by that clap.
Bullet time! Here we go.
are you sure about this? That's impossible! Are you sure about this? That's impossible! What? What do you want?
Perfect. You're doing good, Griffin.
Oh shoot, okay, I'm gonna lose a few hearts here just so I can...
Are you sure about this? That's impossible!
Okay.
Remember, you can
Sure
lock
about
on multiple at the same time by pressing the one to lock on multiple times.
Are you sure about this? That's
Wait.
impossible!
Wait, how do I lock on
The
to
one that
multiple?
By pressing multiple times, doing the
Right mouse button?
yeah,
Sure about this?
and then you break them all at once.
Impossible!
Oh, that's so much
That's how you
easier.
do it.
Holy cow.
Yeah,
Final strike.
I'm not
Biolab
listening!
lights.
yeah.
Come on. Come on. Yes, come on.
This should prove it.
Boom.
I like how we're doing this. I'm just like having Mukuro and Tomodachi like calm down by having her take a bath.
The lights! Get me
She had to fight with Chihiro. It's a long
What
story.
are you talking about? What about the lights?
Like I said before, the biolab also acts as a morgue. And as part of that, a giant refrigerator was installed in there. That's where everyone who's died is stored.
And it was set up so that when a slot had a body in it, a blue light would turn on.
In other words, if the blue light is on, that means there's a body in that slot.
But I counted up the number of blue lights that were on, including the one Mukuro was in, and there were only 9.
Including the Manda butter. They're
You gotta
just,
give
you know,
me the
chilling.
bite-sized version here, man.
He doesn't understand big words. 9 lights doesn't make sense. The number of lights that should be on is 10.
I
Yeah.
got it!
Some people usually struggle on
lights
that.
should have been
Like,
on.
wait, how many?
Any
Math.
other number is incredibly
I mean, it's
suspicious.
Wait,
understandable. Math is not.
Yeah.
Suspicious? Why?
That's simple. Just recall who's died here so far, and it should become clear.
That's right. That's the key to solving this mystery. Sayaka died first. Junko was second. Leon was third. Chihiro was fourth. Mondo was fifth. Taka was sixth. Then Hifumi was seventh. Celeste was eighth. Sakura was ninth. And victim number 10 was Mukuro.
So 10 people in all?
That's right. Any other number should make you immediately suspicious. But according to the lights in the biolab, only 9 people were being stored there.
Yep.
You're saying a dead body just up and disappeared?
They just grew legs and walked away.
The mastermind
One of the bodies just
destroyed
grew
one
legs
of
and
the
walked
bodies
off
to
again.
Get rid of evidence.
But if they wanted
Hifumi?
to do
How
that,
the how did the
destroy
also how did they fit
Mukuro's
Sakura in one of
since
those?
they
I'm
actually
sorry.
killed her.
Or
Yeah.
Fumi.
And yet, her body was left alone.
Then whose body disappeared?
It may very well be
Hufumi was secretly alive
that
again.
none of them disappeared,
Well, if that's true, then why doesn't the body count match?
including Monokuma's executions. There have apparently been 10 deaths, but there were only 9 bodies. That's the point I'm trying to make.
Then
This is why you guys should have looked in each and
Check
every
the
one of
bodies.
them.
I'm completely lost. How can the number of victims be less than the number of murderers?
the reason there are less bodies than murders. Explanation for more murders than victims. Why is that? Why would it take that to make sense? Same person was killed twice, only 9 murders.
Same person was killed twice.
Yeah,
I got it!
they
What
were
about
killed and then killed
the
again.
same person was killed twice.
Killed twice?
Officially, 10 murders have been committed so far, but one of the victims may have been murdered, and then murdered again.
Murdered and murdered again?
If that's the case,
That's such a funny
10
statement.
killings,
Yeah.
but still only
They were
9
murdered.
victims, right?
I'm going to kill you
Right, I guess.
and then kill you again.
Like, this is the thing. Like, if you die, I'm going to. If you
Eggman
die,
is
I'm
the
going
mastermind.
to kill you.
Could easily have happened. No, it is what happened.
Sounds like you're already convinced. Then can you tell us who was killed twice?
Or you have to
It was
point out.
Mukuro.
Kusaba.
Well,
Before she was killed as
16th
Mukuro
student.
Ikusaba,
we
she
were
was killed
right.
as someone else.
And that's why the body had to be stored in the biolab until the moment we
Oh, she
found
was
it in
killed
the
as
garden.
Mukuro Ikusaba, okay.
No, that's crazy talk. She was killed as someone else? Come
Yeah, and
on!
they framed her to be the body.
Besides, who could that someone else even have been?
All you have to do is look at those bodily injuries of hers.
Yep.
And that will become obvious.
Nothing's gonna become obvious because Kyoko's totally delusional.
You're gonna have to absorb for this one.
Okay, cool.
It's not extremely clear.
It's a Monokuma file. 'cause-
We know who it is, but like, it's still really intense.
Who is
Yeah,
this someone
this is fun.
else that Mukuro was killed as? Was it Sayaka Maizono?
Why is that purple?
Junko
Because you have to block it, because you're gonna have to shoot it.
Shoot. Well, it doesn't
Oh,
matter.
good thing you hit that. Yeah.
Fujisaki,
I told you have to absorb. You don't have to absorb that. You absorb. It'll say kill twice. And you have to absorb and shoot.
Celestia Lu, or maybe
He doesn't even try to pronounce her name.
Whatever.
No. There's no way anyone was murdered twice.
Mukuro died from the wounds she had all over her body. Wasn't there someone who suffered the same sort of injury?
Who
Yep.
is this someone else that Mukuro was killed as?
Slow-mo,
Was
by
it
the way.
Sayaka Maizono? Junko Enoshima?
Wait, shoot, no!
No, Neo!
Okay.
I thought we were past that. I thought we were past that.
It's stupid,
No,
it's so
there's
stupid.
no way.
I told you to. I cannot.
Whatever. It's fine, it's fine.
Slow-mo, bro. Slow-mo. It's a thing in the game.
Okay. Wait, why is it on?
No, that's not it.
Oh.
Who is this someone else
Okay.
that Mukuro was killed as? Was it Sayaka Maizono? Junko Enoshima?
Okay. Here we go.
No, it's wrong.
Okay.
Also, I'm just rocking out to this because my hands are all over.
Junko. Wasn't her fatal injury pretty similar to Mukuro's?
What do you mean?
Like, if I was to do a Zumba session, I could totally... Oh yeah, that.
Well,
F.
remember what happened to
F
her?
chat.
She was impaled
Griffin's
by a
crush.
bunch of spears all
Stop!
over her body.
And Mukuro died from a number of wounds across her body. When you compare that to the stab wounds Junko suffered,
Then the similarities match?
Yes, and those are the only fatal injuries that match up. That explains why those two bodies are actually one and the same.
so let me see if I have this straight.
Oh, again.
Junko, or someone going by that name, was stabbed to death with
He
multiple
says
spears.
someone going by that name like we suspected.
Then her body was kept in the biolab for
Yeah,
however
because we
long
did discuss that they
before
could have
being
been
dragged out
swapped. So
again.
Junko and Mukuro could have been swapped identities.
Only this time, it was presented
Because
as
they have the
corpse of
same
one
height and shit.
Mukuro
Yeah.
Ikusaba.
Yeah, and that's kind of weird, because like we were saying, like, it's kind of weird that they would have two students of the exact same height, weight, and like chest and proportions and all that.
That's a coincidence,
It all
motherfucker.
matches up, right? Those wounds Junko suffered could easily be these same injuries.
It's really true? Mukuro and Junko are the same person? Wait, so then... What does it all mean?
It means that there haven't been 10 victims, but 9, which also means that among the people we thought were dead, one is still alive.
And that's the true identity of the mastermind?
Who is it? Who's behind all this?
We already know the answer to that. It's Mukuro. She's still alive.
Because the person who
Yeah,
attacked
but-
us didn't have the
Bitch, you've
tattoo.
not been listening at all. You fucking, like, four-eyed motherfucker.
She took Junko's body and made it look like she was the one who died. So Mukuro is still alive. She's gotta be. Total silence? Then I must be right. I'm right, aren't I?
No, Mukuro alive? The one that's still alive is Mukuro? But can we really believe that? No, there's no way. There's no way Mukuro Ikusaba is still alive.
Come on, show us a T!
It's gonna be her profile.
Okay. Here we go.
The body we found in the garden. It wasn't Mukuro.
Then she's
It
still
probably
alive?
was. Probably was.
That's right. She's
Yeah.
the mastermind's true identity is.
What do you say, Monaco?
That one was wrong.
What? Her Toko's second one, or?
Both of Toko's statements were wrong.
Oh my goodness.
You have to think, which one does this counter?
I'm thinking. Boom.
Yeah.
That's wrong.
Yeah, I just was more suspicious with that one, and that one lined up more. Major plot.
No, the body we found in the garden was Mukuro. That's one thing we can be sure of. The body's appearance and measurements are consistent with her records, right,
But-
Kyoko?
She was 5 foot 6 inches tall and weighed 97 pounds. Her vitals
Oh, wait,
were
wasn't you
31,
going into-
21, 32.
No.
Everything in her profile is consistent with that corpse.
And then there's the matter of
We
the
could check right
Tenryou
now.
tattoo. So there's no question it's her.
But if Mukuro's not the mastermind, then who's actually still alive?
Someone's made it look like they died, but they're actually still alive. There's only one person it could be. Oh!
Junko.
It really sucks that you got spoiled to this, Griffin. It really, really sucked.
I'm going to
Wow.
I'm gonna chew them out for this. Holy cow.
Junko is still alive.
But at
No,
least,
just block him and never talk to him. That's it. Just block him.
but this
That's
has been
it. Like,
nagging
don't
at me
even
the
talk to
entire
him.
time, so it's crazy how it's like the back and forth of it.
Are you sure about that?
Huh?
I admit, since Mukuro is undoubtedly dead, Junko does seem to be
But
the
the person
only
who
other
attacked me didn't have
explanation.
that tattoo. So,
But we
Although
saw
we never
her
saw
get
Junko
impaled.
having that tattoo
She
either.
died right before our very eyes.
yeah, we did.
If Junko were still alive, the death we saw would had to have been some kind of charade.
Are you trying to say it wasn't?
But you yourself confirmed she was dead, did you not?
Now that you mention it. I gently place my hand on Junko's lifeless body. I touch her wrist to check for a pulse like they do in movies and stuff, but she really is dead. If there was anything else to say, she was gone. I did check, absolutely, and I can say for
She
sure.
was dead. There's no question. Junko was dead.
So, the idea that she's still alive.
It must be wrong.
Then you're withdrawing your previous statement?
I know you gave it your best shot, but too bad. I guess
So
your
our theory about them
conclusion was a
switching
dud.
was could have been correct.
Too bad, too bad.
This case hasn't
Wait.
been decided just yet.
Oh?
You haven't given up
Kyoko.
already, have you, Makoto?
Huh?
No.
It's like trial
Of course
2
not.
all over
There's
again.
no way I'd give up that easy.
That's all well and good, but how do you intend to solve the problem standing in your way? Junko absolutely died. Mukuro absolutely died.
Then both of them are dead, right? There can't be any kind of survivor story.
I think we need to
Survivor
look at this
story.
from the opposite direction.
The opposite direction?
Let's assume Junko is still alive. If so, how could she have survived?
How could Junko have survived? I checked her, she was dead, I'm sure of it. But still, if she were alive somehow, could be that Junko's not the one that died? It wasn't Junko, but someone else entirely. Maybe she used some sort of trick.
Oh no, now I'm lagging.
Hangman's Gambit, no, it's
It's
fine.
replaced, by the way.
No, it's a place.
Replace.
Replacement. Okay, yeah. Give me an E! Replace. There we go.
Now
I
I
mean, I probably could
understand.
have gone that, but whatever.
That's it. What if she switched places with someone else?
Switch places?
That's right. Before the spears could kill her,
Oh!
she got someone to take
So
her
we
place.
did get to know her at least.
Specifically, Mukuro Ikusaba.
Then that would make it
No.
Mukuro's corpse.
I think Makuro was never really in the picture at all, and they replaced her last second.
Which is why
Yeah.
the body's height and weight.
Oh, I thought it
and
was, like, from the
everything
very
matched Mukuro's
beginning they were
profile,
just-
right?
Okay.
I don't know anything about this switching places thing.
Yeah, I
but
thought from like the very beginning they'd switch places, but from up until that moment.
that had to be Junko who got stabbed to death, right?
Yeah, you're saying they switched? When could they even have done that? Right when she was about to die? Like she used some kind of ninja replacement technique?
Good point. There's just no way they could have switched like that.
Or they did switch.
So maybe the whole idea is wrong.
Just be some way. Let's figure out how to explain how they could have switched. They switched at the beginning.
I think so, maybe.
Also, I was right from the beginning.
You
Okay.
guys.
Two of them
You were right.
You were right, yeah.
places from the very beginning.
So we really did Mukuro. No, Mukuro.
Oh, wait.
And the girl you had a crush
exactly,
on, Griffin.
What happened?
That's why you hit it so much that. Oh my goodness. Why you were just pushing like not.
Hold up. Okay, I have an idea. I think what happened was, since they can like erase like memories and shit like that, maybe they controlled Mukuro like that because they switched like, you know, like shit like that. So
Like, they
she
gave her
actually thought
Junko's
she was
memories.
Junko.
Yeah, they gave her Junko's memories. Okay. Yeah, that actually makes a good amount of logical sense. So, and that also explains that, why you're just like so insistent.
Losing memory does not make sense at all, but yeah.
That explains why you were so you kept insisting that it was Mukuro that I had a crush on. Okay.
No, yeah.
That I could have a crush on at
Yes,
least.
from the moment we first met. If that's when they switched, then they wouldn't have had to switch at the moment of death, right? After all, the one we saw at that point would have already been Mukuro.
Yep.
Hold on. So,
Yasuhiro, oh my goodness, poor guy. So confused.
it's actually Mukuro all along?
We'd already met her?
I had like a normal conversation with her.
When we
We did free time with her.
none of us knew
Yeah.
who anyone else was.
So we did free time with Mukuro then.
And it bears
Mukuro
repeating,
simply
but
told us her
Griffin
name
had a
was
crush
Junko.
on her.
Well, but it was her memories and her body shapes, you know.
And we never would have known the difference. That would easily allow the two of them to switch places from the very beginning.
Wait, but Mukuro had a tattoo on the back of her hand, right? Junko never had any tattoo like that, did she?
No.
Oh.
She could have hidden it with foundation or something like that. If she did, it likely melted away in the explosion,
that's why we didn't see
exposing
it
the
immediately.
tattoo after the body was extinguished. Plus, there were the fake nails found on the hands of Mukuro's body.
Yep.
They were the same fake red
I
nails
called
she was
that
wearing
right
when
from
we
the
all
beginning
met
we
for
saw the
first
body.
time.
Right as soon as we saw that body, you knew it, and Jeremy actually like convinced you that it wasn't that.
Hey, I'm perplexed. I feel so dumb right now. How? No, can we say for a second? How come that it's Griffin who started really dumb at the beginning and me who ended really dumb? I cannot.
It's just how it goes.
I'm like, there's no way. Like, there's no way it can be Junko.
Intimately, Griffin. Jeremy's doing it for me.
But too bad for you, Monokuma. You can't deny it anymore.
Or should I say Junko?
Wait, so this whole thing was a setup from the very beginning?
If that's true, it was quite an elaborate plan to be sure, making it look like Mukuro was Junko.
The reason such an elaborate plan was possible is because the two of them were working together.
She was also the ultimate despair.
So Mukuro, the ultimate despair, teamed up
Watch
with
out for
someone
her.
like her. In other words, it would be fair to say that Junko herself was also the ultimate despair.
Yeah, because like Mukuro had a name of. She also had the ultimate soldier, so like it could also make sense that Junko also had the title Ultimate Despair.
What's wrong? Lost the will to fight back?
I think he's just afraid.
Afraid?
Uh-oh.
What's that mean, afraid? Fear is only possible where hope is possible. I only have despair, so fear is an alien concept to me.
Then why haven't you been saying anything?
Because it's a bunch of nonsense. Junko's my secret identity? As if.
Then why did you try and protect Junko's real identity?
I tried to protect her identity? When did I do that?
So he still refuses to admit it, but he can try to deceive us all he wants, it doesn't matter. Because I've already figured it out. He tried to hide Junko's identity, not just once, but twice. First time was during our latest investigation. Was it the
Photos, I
Yep.
think. Either the photos or the video. I don't remember which one you used when.
Hold up, what? Oh, no.
Oh.
Shoot!
So was the video.
Okay, no, that's the video. That's the video. Because remember, he cut it off in the middle of it, and we didn't see some of the people, including Junko.
Where is it? Oh, here.
Interview
DVD.
I got it! While I was in the AV room, watching the DVD of our interviews with the headmaster.
This is such a good twist.
It wasn't just the monitor. The DVD player itself had apparently been turned off. Which of course meant that the DVD wasn't playing anymore. Well, what the heck just happened?
Look, out of service.
I mean, technically, I was sort of spoiled that Junko was the mastermind, but I didn't know it would be anything like this.
No, but like the thing is, like, okay, can we just say that Badoop is an absolute legend?
Yeah, we were in a call one day, and he just like absolutely covered it up for us. Like he said, "Oh, like Junko being the mastermind."
That was a fan fiction.
Like
it's just a fan fiction, and it's a meme that Junko's always the mastermind now.
Because she was killed off so early, and they didn't do anything with their character.
He is an absolute legend, and we have to give him credit for that.
Are at least somewhat aligned to the truth about Mukuro, where she doesn't have a fan fiction, but she has a light novel that we'll actually get after we beat the second game, where it's like an alternate reality, basically, if Mukuro didn't die as Junko.
Interesting.
It's a very confusing thing. Anyway, we'll get to it, and you'll be able to read it once we beat the second game.
Okay. What? It just so happened to break just now?
Well then, when doesn't matter. Failure can strike anytime.
Also, Jervy, you realize what this means, right?
What?
You'll probably get voice Junko again.
I know! That's what failure is, right?
You made sure I couldn't finish watching the video. And the reason you did that is because you didn't want me to see the real Junko, did you?
Oh, yeah! If everyone was in that video, of course Junko would have had to show up!
And if Makoto saw the real Junko, it would have been totally obvious that the Junko we met was an imposter.
That's also why they
There's one imposter among us.
The whole power outage thing was just a fluke!
No, it wasn't a fluke. The mastermind definitely orchestrated that power outage. That's still not the only time they tried to hide Junko's identity. Mastermind tried to cover up one other piece of evidence.
There, now this is where we use the photo.
Yeah, and that makes sense. Oh no, it's bullet time battles.
Yeah. Bullet time battle, but we have to use the photos still.
Stupid! Stupid!
Okay. Okay, I have a better idea of this, at least. Okay.
Yeah, because now you get more time to reload.
What? What do you want? Are you sure about this? What are you even talking about?
This is such a good twist, though. I like it.
Yeah.
Even though it was a bit obvious at the end, I love it.
It kind of becomes a little obvious, but like the general twist, somebody
Wait,
who
how do
like,
I do
just
tempo
kind of
up?
died off really randomly, seemingly was super irrelevant, ends
do I
up
have
being
multiple?
the
That's impossible!
Group photo.
You have to
come
use
on.
the group photo. You have to
Come on.
group photo. You have to use
Come on.
go.
should prove it.
Yo,
Here we go.
that can be a little difficult sometimes. It's handled better in the second game.
It's so
The video wasn't the only thing you tried to cover up. You did the
Yeah,
same thing
instead
with
you have to
this
like
group
make out a
photo.
word instead.
And that makes sense why they cover up the face. Because, like, obviously if we saw the face. So I'm guessing
If we
that...
saw her real face,
so,
then we would have known that wasn't her.
it was
I
interesting.
hinted at this at the very beginning of the game when I said, hey, don't you think it's a little weird that the ultimate fashionista would use Photoshop?
Yeah.
You probably don't remember it, but I did say that, and I knew exactly what I was doing.
Oh, yeah, and oh my goodness, I literally pointed out before, but Junko's, her bosoms were a bit
larger in the photo.
Oh my god.
Okay, that's evidence right there, though. Say what you want. Say what you want about me. That's evidence right there.
I noticed it just a little
Yeah,
while
and I also
ago,
noticed Mukuro's
when we
eye
were all
color.
comparing the
It was the
photos
same
we
as
got.
Junko's.
In all the photos, there's a
And if you look in that
similarity.
picture I posted, that was supposed to be a final little hint towards that. If you look at her face,
What? If you look at
Mukuro's face in the picture of her I posted, if you compare Junko's face and her sprites, it's the same face.
Well, I don't
Obviously,
have
you
Junko's
just do that,
sprite,
but you just-
honestly.
Well, obviously, I posted it in the chat earlier.
The unusual circumstance comes to all these pictures. Junko's face.
I got it! Junko's face. The
Junko's
one
face.
thing common to every single photo is that you can't see her face.
Fumi? I don't know why that just makes me laugh.
It's hard to believe her face would just happen to be hidden in every single picture, don't you think? And on top of that, in this photo, you can see that Mukuro is clearly visible. So in other words, at that point, the two of them hadn't switched yet. With all that in mind, there's no doubt that the girl whose face is hidden here is the real Junko, which is why you had to have pictures that didn't show her face. Because if we could have seen her face,
Pictures where
then it would have clearly
Taka
revealed
is just covering her face with his arm.
that the Junko in the pictures wasn't the Junko that
Taka
we
really
Who took?
What?
Who was the person that took that photo that actually thought, like, that didn't tell Taka, put your arm down and covering Junko's face?
Taka's just like, no, I must show a sign of respect.
Whoever that is certainly not the ultimate photographer.
I believe
Xanadu?
everything Makoto said is true.
Oh.
Junko and Mukuro switched places before we met either of them.
So she killed Mukuro, who had taken her place, making it look like she'd died. And the real Junko is still alive.
And she's the one behind this whole murderous situation. This killing game. She's the true mastermind and the ultimate despair. Xanadu times 2!
What's Xanadu mean?
With this, the identity
it's probably
and the
reference.
crimes of the mastermind have been exposed.
Yeah, I don't know if there's anything else.
No, wait! Hold on!
We got to make a
Don't
closing
bother
argument.
trying to deny it. There's no more room for debate. You don't have anywhere left to run.
What are you typing? Okay, nothing.
Xanadu means
Right now.
idyllic, exotic, and luxurious place.
Oh,
Yeah, let's go.
alright, now it's time for this.
Go!
Alright, this first one, we don't have it. Oh, it's the thing, was on the first set. It's that thing where it's Junko and Mukuro. Like, Junko's in front, Mukuro's just kind of in the back.
Yep. Oh yeah, because it's saying that's her, actually.
Yeah.
And then...
That's...
Oh, and that's the real
There's
Junko.
stuff
So
from
that's
previous-
what that.
Yeah. So here is
so it's
where
the tarp.
they put the body around the tarp.
Well, we
That's
need
what I
to
think.
change
That's them
tarp
taking
first.
the body out of the biolab. That's them taking the body out of the room. I think.
Maybe. Oh, here. Maybe.
No, that's not it. Cause see, that's the panel that's below it. There's a panel earlier at the very front that shows them taking the body like down from the thing.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Here, probably, if I had to guess.
Next, I believe, should be the one where Junko walks in, or not Junko, where Kyoko walks in.
Yeah, Kyoko. Kyoko's literally amazing also, I want to add that.
Yeah.
I hope she comes back in the next game.
Okay. Like I said, that would be amazing if my prediction for that is true. So at the end of this video, we'll reveal our cast list. Or should we reveal the cast list for the second game? Because I haven't actually, neither me or Drew.
Might as well.
Okay.
Yeah, obviously I can because of the returning person.
I think this one is here. Right? Yeah, because it's taking off the mask.
Yeah, that's her putting the mask on the body.
You're missing one though.
What? Where?
Yeah, we don't know what.
On the right side.
On the right side. I don't.
Yeah, I know.
Not remember
I'm trying to figure that out.
Candy that is. Oh, that's her running away. That's her running away.
Oh, so right here.
Kyoko. No. There's the one that you have. No.
Right here?
No.
No, like
That's
this.
no. Switch them. Switch them.
Oh, really?
Once Kyoko walks into the room, and the other is Kyoko they run away from Kyoko. Okay, there we go. This should be Genocide Jack takes off the mask.
Yep.
The body shouldn't be blown up yet.
Oh yeah. So
Oh, that's them finding the body. And
the body is.
that should be the body just being blown up. Okay, I think we got it right. I think we got it
Okay,
right.
let's do it.
Wait. There's a girl's bathroom for some reason, and that's the thing from the first trial, I think.
There's stuff from the old thing. Yeah, there's things from the old trials, and then there's the page that was already there. So unless we got two switched up.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Let's reenact.
Killer is you.
Well, it should be the culprit.
Oh, right.
The mastermind is you.
Well, I mean, they also are the
Fashionista,
killers.
Junko and Oshima, right after we all arrived here. But that wasn't the real Junko. The girl we saw before us was actually the 16th student who had taken Junko's place. And that girl's name was Mukuro Ikusaba.
Yep.
The 16th.
16th student lying hidden somewhere in this school.
But it wasn't
The
long
one who
before
got
she
stabbed
died
the
at
fuck
hands
out of them.
Monokuma. In other words, the mastermind,
Can't watch
Junko
out
and
for
Oshima.
Can't watch out for her because she killed herself.
She got herself
good.
killed.
Okay, that was
Her
the one we were
body
curious
was
about.
kept in a biolab, which had been converted into a morgue until Junko decided to put her body to use.
This is the only time where, like, during the middle of the thing, we say who the killer is.
Yeah.
Junko
And not just
dragged
wait till the
body
end.
Out of the biolab.
They kept the
using
body
a cart
disguised, and
carried
that's how
by
Griffin was
the
able to
cart.
figure it out. Like, they couldn't take the nails or the wig off.
Yeah.
She fabricated the murder to try
Because that
to
is a
bring
Junko
Kyoko,
wig.
who proved
Oh,
to be
okay.
one big thorn in her side.
She couldn't snatch her weave before she
Meanwhile,
did it?
She wanted us all to think Mukuro was still alive and hiding somewhere inside the
Yeah.
school.
She tried to kill
Okay.
us.
So she put on a mask and then attacked me.
How'd she fit all her hair in there?
After making sure I'd gotten a good look at
Yeah,
the mask,
that's the
she
real
left
question.
the room.
Well, the mask is also tied.
It is.
Then she put the same mask on Mukuro's body. This was all to make us think the person who attacked me and the corpse were one and the same. She wanted us to believe the murder had only recently taken place. Finally, by strapping a bomb to the body, she was able to destroy any remaining evidence. She needed to hide the
Fucking
body's
love this.
true identity.
Yeah.
She
I
had
love
to
the
make
music
sure we
with it.
didn't
It's so
find out
cool.
it was actually the
It's
same
not about the
person.
music. It's about
in
the
the
twist.
beginning.
I love this twist.
Yeah.
This is the truth behind Mukuro's
I'm just
murder.
impressed that we called this out.
And the one who carried it all
Yeah.
out
Oh,
was
you.
the true
You
master.
called
I mean,
this
again,
out,
it's-
not
it-
me.
The one
You
who
did, yeah,
stole
Griffin was like, I
Wait.
think the mastermind's Yasuhiro.
the real Junko and Oshima.
Ooh. Yo. Okay.
That's the whole
Does this
story
make up for
behind this.
We're only, like, halfway through
11037?
Well, what do you have to
Yes,
say to that?
I would say about, except for the fact that you were kind of spoiled, so you kind of like
Well,
could have thought about
yeah,
it.
but I basically I compiled like everything for this because,
Yeah,
and I was still like mega.
it
sauced
almost,
with that anyway.
it almost makes up for 11037.
Yeah. Okay.
Almost.
What? Are you broken again?
He's gonna start spouting like the random Donald Duck noises.
You can't get out of this, so don't even try.
We should probably cut
Come
the
on!
video soon.
It's time you finally
Like, cut
revealed
it so we
yourself.
don't get
Oh,
corrupted
no.
footage.
Yeah.
Oh,
now
I'm guessing because Monokuma stopped talking as he's just head down, so I'm guessing Junko's actually coming here.
Griffin.
Sorry.
Griffin, sweetheart.
Junko's
stop.
making her way downtown.
Griffin, stop. Griffin, stop. Stop the episode and then redo it again. We don't want
Just
the
like-
file to be corrupted.
Yeah, just cut, just like start it and just stop it and
Alright,
start
we're
it.
doing a
And
jump
then just
cut.
continue.
Yeah.
Okay,
is-
we're back.
Yeah, is Junko coming?
Let's
You
go.
said not to say
Now,
anything.
now the file won't corrupt.
Yeah, cool.
It's not like you're an endangered species or something. How long do you plan to keep hiding?
I mean, are bears endangered species at all, or like are any of them?
Yeah, polar bears
I mean,
are
these-
endangered. Grizzly bears are endangered.
Give it
They're,
up,
they're all
Junko.
endangered.
The
Yeah.
game's over.
Over?
Oh, maybe she's not. Here.
Did you really think the story would end once we reached the climax of the case?
I mean, you said it.
Wrong! There's still plenty more to go!
Oh. Oh, here we go.
Here we go. There she is! Hey Griffin, I brought Junko back.
Yeah, oh, she does look different, like really different.
Yeah.
Yeah, her face is
We
really
have been
different.
waiting.
And the eye
Waiting
colors.
so very long for
She's
Prince
British!
to appear. If you swear your fealty to us, we will reward you with half of the entire world. We've even drawn up the deed already. We will grant you honor, status, in some of our home cooking.
Okay, I like Mukuro's Junko better. This one,
Have you made your choice?
It's a little
Will you
weird.
serve under
What?
us?
Huh?
Will you?
No thing.
What is it? Yeah, no thanks.
It doesn't matter. Just
Did
choose
you
one.
think I was being serious?
Oh, never mind.
Sorry.
I was like, what is
I
this
was just
accent?
messing with you. It's been so long since I've had an audience. Even I'm not sure what kind of role
Also,
I'm
that means
supposed to
Derby
play.
voiced Mukuro in the end.
Huh? This is the mastermind? She's the real Junko Inoshima.
Anyway, looks like I've finally been set free. Having to play Monokuma all the time, day after day. It was like I was stuck in purgatory. Or like a slow suicide. I get bored so easy, you know?
Your face.
Huh? What about my face? What's wrong with my beautiful face? People have told me I'm cuter than 100 chihuahuas combined.
Actually, though, I love her voice, though. It's so funny.
I feel like
I don't like chihuahuas.
this isn't the first time I've seen it.
No, I do remember seeing it. I'm sure I've seen it too somewhere. It was definitely before I got to the school. First, in the head.
On the magazines. In the magazines. In the magazines!
Where? Which
Before
one?
magazines before arriving at the school!
That's
You've
right.
you've
It was
officially
before
ruined
I
your
ever
redemption
came to
arc,
this
Griffin.
school. I remember seeing a magazine cover.
I updated the voice list, by the way.
You were on it.
Oh. Let me see that. No, you did. Oh, wait. You updated the message. Okay.
Yeah, the message.
Oh my god, I have
Not the
Makuro
character.
Usama.
I didn't
Yep,
see it.
you
No,
did voice
Can
her.
you repost it in the chat?
Yeah, he did.
It's in
check
pinned
pinned.
messages. It's in pinned
Check
messages.
pinned.
Just check pinned.
Okay, I'm gonna jump there because it's not like reloading for me. Let me see.
Just check the pinned. That's it.
I can't. It's not. It's the same thing.
It's just Makuro
I moved-
Usama was there, and now
I moved
Junko.
Mukuro up to Jerby and moved Junko to the end. Next to Monokuma, because of course. Anyway, let's continue.
I'm not seeing it.
Yeah, that is her.
It does not matter.
Wow, you have a pretty good memory. I guess that's why you've made it this far, huh?
So I was right. Then what you told me in the main hall.
Actually,
when
she
this all
does sound a
began.
lot more like kind of more of a fashionista, just like wow, whatever. I've seen her on tons of magazine
Wait,
covers, but I feel like that doesn't quite match up to reality.
Huh? Oh, are you talking about my cover photos and junk? Well, of course, those are totally photoshopped.
Photoshop.
It's a lie.
Yeah, you know, edited at hell is to hell and back, which like computers and junk. Oh, wait.
Oh, so they aren't real.
Sometimes a little lie is necessary to keep things moving along. Wouldn't you agree?
That explains why she didn't quite seem the same. Because she was a different person all along.
Yeah, I mean, I get why she's like attractive, but like, I don't know. I like the other Junko more.
I'm me. And Mukuro is Mukuro. She tried her best. But there's just no way she could have passed as the ultimate fashionista. Two people can never
She was
become
passing
one
pretty
as
well
long
for
as the
us,
walls
but-
of mind and body exist. Not even if they're twins.
Twins!
I know, it's such a cliche, right?
Wait.
I'm almost embarrassed to admit it.
That's
But why their
height, their
Mukuro
weight,
and I had
their
your
vitals,
stereotypical
all the
twin
same.
relationship. The older sister, tough and proud. was Mukuro. The younger sister,
Well, I
smart
think
It
and
just
cute.
like cut in
That was-
at the very end of whatever the hell he did.
Me! Junko fucking
Oh.
Enoshima! them up.
Oh, she just totally changed mood.
And together, we were the Despair Sisters, aka the ultimate despair.
She's had like 3 moods. She's gone from British to depressed to like rock star in like under 15 minutes.
She went from Queen Junko to JoJo Junko to Angry Junko.
And Gay Junko.
Oh yeah. Well, that was Mukuro, so.
No. She's a totally different person now.
Like I said, I get bored easy as hell. I even get fucking bored with myself.
Oh, F-bomb counter times 2, by the way.
But
that was her.
Why do you have different last names? Oh, that again? You have any idea how many times people ask me that shit? Maybe it's new to your dumb ass, but it bores me to tears. Answering the same questions over and over? Just make up whatever answer you want. I don't give a shit. The truth's fucking lame anyway.
F-bomb counter.
But if she was your twin, that means you killed your own sister?
And for reasons deeper and darker than the ocean. Ha! As if.
Well, I suppose I'd better explain. For my plan to work,
Now we have
someone
Teacher
had to be able
Junko.
to control the killing game from behind the scenes. The so-called mastermind had to operate Monokuma, keep an eye on everyone, things like that. But after looking at the situation, I determined it would be impossible for Mukuro to perform such duties. Because naturally, she turned out to be the letdown of the family, leaving me behind to run off and join some band of mercenaries. Such a disappointment. So, I decided to play the role of director and have her join the rest of you in your school life. I could have let her work alongside me, but she would have been useless to me that way. Besides, 15 students seemed like a solid number to start with. Of course, the fact that she was the ultimate soldier posed something of a problem. She had what I call the 3 atrocities. Atrociously rank, atrociously filthy, atrociously repulsive. It was atrociously clear just how out of touch she was with the rest of society. Meanwhile, my ultimate fashionista status has an undeniable appeal that I didn't want to go to waste.
And that's why you switched identities?
Sadly, her inability to match my personality was even greater than I'd calculated. It was a lost cause. She was nothing more than a bit player, an extra unworthy of lines. Being the utter disappointment that she was, anyone would have expected her to get killed off right away, which is precisely why I killed her. To meet everyone's expectations.
That can't be your only reason, can it?
Well, no, of course not. I also did it to avoid becoming bored.
I've never been a stickler for following a plan to the letter, you know? If I planned everything out and
Let's get a personality counter for Junko.
it'd be so boring.
Well, I guess you're gonna have to voice more than one type of personality then, Jerby.
So, I changed things just a bit and decided to use Mukuro to make a little point.
In other words, Mukuro's death was a one-sided, premeditated act of betrayal, just as I suspected. When Mukuro was killed, she must have been as surprised as anybody else.
Jerby.
Lag.
Yeah.
Jerby.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. This wasn't supposed to.
That line makes so much more sense now. I didn't even, in retrospect, I was like, why is she, or when we were out there, I was like, why is
Like,
that?
what is she, like, what?
Why is she saying that?
Yeah.
You cut out, but okay.
So, you figured it out? Well, you're right.
I guess we're going in.
There's no way Mukuro could have pulled off such a convincing performance. But she did teach you all a very valuable lesson, don't you think?
How can you talk like that? You sacrificed your own sister. How does that not even bother you?
What? I sacrificed her? That's what's got you so hot under the collar? Jeez, misunderstandings sure are scary. We were the ultimate despair, you know? So we never had any kind of hope or expectations. Nope, I felt despair as long as I can remember. Like I never should have been born at all. When I was born, I cried tears of total despair. So that's why for us, it's not a big deal whether we die or kill. We're just those kinds of people. We can do anything. We've always been filled with despair. So when we do something, we go all the way and live without regret.
So you just
murdered your own sister and didn't think anything of it?
That's not true at all.
Oh,
We were twins.
Junko personality
And
counter.
I'm sad.
what are the mushrooms?
That's why it gets me so excited. Killing my precious sister with my own 2 hands. That act is filled with so much despair. You can't help but put a super in front of it.
It's hinting at the second game. 'Cause that's called
Super
Super.
Danganronpa.
Yeah, it's Super Danganronpa.
It's like
Yeah.
super despair. No, more than that. Super despair. It just feels so good.
Okay, I'm getting. Can we?
What the hell is wrong with you?
Okay, we get it. She's insane. Can we like?
And my sister too. In that moment of death, I think she must have felt that despair. After all, to be murdered by your own sister, and only as an example to someone else, she must have died feeling such excruciating hopelessness. I'm so jealous of her. Super jealous.
I mean, you're about to be executed, so.
I knew you couldn't be just some ordinary person. You're some kind of abnormality.
Turning your own despair into some kind of fetish. Abnormality doesn't even begin to describe it.
Well,
Like, Genocide Jill is crazy for sure, but this is a whole nother level of nuts.
You're saying I don't compare to some lowly beast that can only kill the weak, right? So I'm hopelessly attractive, hopelessly brilliant, hopelessly athletic. I'm the hopelessly perfect ultimate human.
No. I don't think there's anything perfect.
Yeah,
about
he was just like,
anything you just
that
said.
you are false. That is
no.
me."
No.
Master's way more perfect. Because on top of everything else, he's got that noble blood.
Don't you mean had that noble blood?
What did you just say? What do you mean by that?
You still haven't figured that part out yet? Man, you guys are
Junko
so
personality
slow.
counter again.
You haven't even solved all the mysteries, and yet here you are, yapping away.
Are you talking about our memories?
You've already solved this mystery, right? I'm the killer. So how about the next one? Maybe you should solve the riddle of your missing memories. Then you can start gloating.
Damn straight. That's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to solve all these mysteries. And then we'll have our victory.
I can't wait.
All right, then let's just get straight to the point. What memories did you steal from us?
When the group pictures were taken, and those interviews, it must mean I got it. It must have something to do with our entrance exams.
Girl, you are wrong once again. Constantly lowering the bar for us all.
Yeah, Toko's she's the ultimate flop. That's her new title.
Your
Ultimate
brains
flop.
are like sponges, all drippy and leaky. I already gave you a hint before. All the memories you lost share something in common with a few other things. Do you recall?
Thinking back to what Montecuma's told us, memories that were stolen from us and what they must be related to.
The motives.
Motives.
I got it! You're talking about the motives you provided to try and get us to kill each other, right?
So you do remember after all. Well,
She's
I would
back.
hope you wouldn't forget something so important. It was stupid of me to even ask. I apologize from the bottom of my heart for my bad manners. So then, let me ask you another question.
She actually
Did you
has two
notice
voice
that each motive I
actresses
presented
because of all her
had a specific
personalities.
theme to it?
And it's Toko and Genocide Jack's voice actresses.
Yep. you got it. So that's my question to you all. When Sayaka was murdered, what was the theme of the motive I presented?
Theme for the motive Monokuma gave us for the murder. The Monokuma gave us those DVDs. On my DVD was footage of my family. On Sayaka's, it was her and her friends. They had a dream they all shared. So the first murder, the motive we were given was human
connections.
Human connections.
Not love.
Not international
Driving force
relations.
behind the motive you presented us with at that point was human connections.
Ding, ding, ding. You got it. Remember those DVDs I gave you guys?
What's that?
What is
Each
that?
video showed the total
Jeremy, is your phone
destruction of
ringing?
your most important relationship. For example, your family.
Yeah, she's literally speaking
For
like
example, your friends. I ruined all those relationships and showed you the results. It was to motivate your desire to escape and kickstart your urge to kill.
So she did ruin Makoto's.
But still, what a cruel thing to do.
You're the one that did it!
Yes, well, I'm perfectly happy to accept your disapproval.
Okay! Time for the next question!
She does kind of sound like Genocide Jack then, in that case.
So,
Yeah.
what was the theme for the second motive?
Well, that one's been so long. Oh, it's the secrets, right? For the second murder, the motive's theme
The
was
secrets and embarrassing memories from.
green envelopes from Monokuma, and then the third one was money. So the theme this time was the meaning. What? Oh, the past.
I got it!
Yeah.
It was our past, right?
Yay! Makoto got it right again! That time, the theme was... embarrassing memories and secrets! Yeah!
I'd actually...
Okay, my mom called me, so that's why I muted.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was also...
I didn't listen to the whole thing. I was reading while talking.
I'm also curious to
Yeah.
know what everyone's secrets were, or like all the motives for everyone, like the first
Yeah.
like, the videos. For
We do learn we do, again, in the spin-off, because the spin-off the main character is Makoto's sister, so you obviously find out what happened with the relatives. You do find out who everyone's relatives were in that game.
Okay.
And the
But you
whole
don't find out, I don't
reason
think you ever
Mondo
find out
did what he
everyone's
did
secrets
was
that I
to
know of.
protect his secret.
Yeah.
So, how long do you plan on dragging this out?
Relax, relax. Okay, on to the next question. So, what was the motive for the
Money.
third murder?
The theme for the third murder was the reason Celeste turned to murder was she wanted to buy a European castle, live there with a bunch of handsome men. So that time the motive for murder was greed.
I got it!
Greed.
It was money, wasn't it? Greed.
Arg, 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 arg.
Seek and destroy! Hell yeah, you got it again! Goddamn straight it was money! Celeste killed Hifumi and Taka for a little personal gain. Her greed led to all kinds of death and destruction.
What's the
Really?
point of all this? Why are you making us go through this case by case?
Don't worry, sweet cheeks. Just one more to go. Now, can you tell me the motive behind crazy-ass Sakura's crazy-ass death?
Both in the case of Sakura.
Don't mess with Sakura, bitch.
What was it that made Sakura decide to kill herself? It had to do with Monokuma exposing Sakura's secret. The theme in the motive. Blackmail. right?
Betrayal.
Or betrayal.
Betrayal.
I got it! In her case, it was betrayal.
Precisely. You see, once I revealed
Rocker one.
Sakura's betrayal, that led to everything that came afterwards.
I am Sans.
I am
Anyway,
Sans
it looks like you answered
Undertale.
all of my questions correctly. How painfully delightful.
But what's the point? What meaning is there in asking those questions now?
Yeah.
Relationships? Secrets? Money? Betrayal? These are all pretty standard motives, right? The most normal of normal. Totally middle of the road.
But of course, those aren't the only
Oh, she's going
motives that
back to
exist in
British.
this world. In fact, there are as many reasons to kill as there are people on Earth. They compel humans to kill each other, bringing despair to the world. This is what we refer to as the seed of despair.
Seed of despair?
Just as water, air, and food promote growth in living things, the seed of despair also needs nourishment, and that nourishment is hope. Despair can grow only in the presence of hope. Two sides of the same coin, divided by a razor-thin line. Such is hope and despair.
How much longer is this stupid speech of yours? Weren't we discussing our missing memories? Why are you trying to change the subject?
If you would listen, you would see I'm not changing the subject.
So where's she getting those glasses
are
from?
discussing your memories. What I'm trying
I
to
don't know.
say
How's
How's she
is
getting the
that
crown?
her
How's she
hair?
getting
despair is
Yeah, how is she
closely
getting the
tied
crown?
to
How she's getting the mushrooms?
How so?
Don't
You
ask
see,
stupid
by
questions.
taking away your memories, I gave you hope. Of course, that hope merely existed to be consumed by despair.
How could taking away someone's memories give them hope?
And plus, you haven't given us any hope anyway!
Is that so? All you've been able to think about during your time here is how to escape, right? The mere fact that that's what you want proves I gave you hope.
What are you talking about?
If none of you wanted to escape this school, the killings never would have taken place. That is why we took your memories, so that you would have the desire to leave.
Oh, because we did say we want to leave.
The only reason we want to leave is because you took our memories. Is that what you're saying?
Correctamundo!
Which means if we did have our memories, then we wouldn't want to leave. Do I understand that right?
What? Why the hell would having our memories make us not want to leave?
A most troubling thought, isn't it? But it's not enough. I want more distress, more despair. I put so much effort into creating hope in order to feed your despair and make it grow.
Is Monokuma's voice actor
Just
different?
Like Crazy Eddie slashing
I'm pretty
his
sure,
prices
yeah.
and
Yes,
passing
she
the
doesn't
shaving
actually voice
body.
Monokuma. She does not have the same voice actor as Monokuma.
Yeah.
Really? Then hurry up and tell us.
Okie dokie. Like they say, seeing is believing. I'd like for you to see the outside world.
The outside world.
You mean the world beyond the school
Yeah.
walls?
Yes. Makura.
No, the world that's outside in that garden area.
Now are you interested in what I have to say? You wanna see what's out there? Hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. I wanna see too. See your faces sink into despair. Now then, open sesame! Behold, the world beyond the school walls! This is the outside world you've all been so anxious to claw your way back into.
Oh.
Everything is Monokuma.
No. It's the purge! I know we should be laughing, but this is so insanely ridiculous.
Dangerous. The world has grown so very dangerous. That's what this means.
What are you talking about? None of this makes any sense!
What am I looking at?
This is a scene from a movie or something, right?
What you just saw, all of you should recognize it.
We should recognize it? What about it should we recognize? This whole thing is
That
insane.
world is locked away within the memories that were taken from you. If you can't remember, please just try. Do your best to try and recall.
Better kick your brain in the ass, cause it's up to that gray lump whether you live or die. I don't remember ain't a fucking excuse no more.
Have fun, Kelly.
Cause now it's time for the final class trial.
Here we go.
Make your argument.
Proof photo. Oh yeah. Okay.
It's gonna be Genocide Jack's memory.
Okay.
Come on,
I had a
bitches!
feeling.
Remember or die! What
Because
the
they
fuck
mentioned it would be
happened
important.
outside?
That's what I'm feeling.
You want us
Yeah.
to remember or whatever, but when it comes to that crazy confusing video you showed us, I don't understand a damn thing!
What's the meaning of the footage we saw? Is this another one of your practical jokes?
I mean, you're telling us to remember, but what am I supposed to be remembering?
Nobody can remember anything.
Let's go! Oh.
You remember it all.
Actually, she might remember.
Who might remember?
The other Toko, Genocide Jack. The two of them share certain kinds of knowledge, but their memories aren't linked, right?
I see. If their memories are separate, then even if one personality's forgotten, there's a chance the other may still have those memories.
What do you say, Toko?
Are you telling me to swap places with her? No! Absolutely not! That'd be like forfeiting my entire identity!
You did it for. Okay, we need Byakuya to ask.
Toko, You're the only one
Okay,
we
here we
can
go.
rely on now.
Oh my god, he's actually being nice.
Yeah, he said that, and he didn't say that as a command. He was just like, help us, Coco. You're our only hope.
Boy, she just gave in like it was nothing.
I'm going to ask you a question, and I want to have it answered immediately. Do you know anything about this video?
Huh? What video?
The video that's playing right now.
Who the hell are you?
Oh, I'm the mastermind.
Oh, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
That's enough! Just look at the stupid screen!
Aye, aye, Roger, you got it, Captain.
Let's be real here. Toko or Genocide Jack and Junko would be friends, honestly.
They would.
Well, does it look familiar?
I don't have all the details, but of course it does.
Then you remember all the stuff
What?
it's showing?
Of course I do.
So you didn't lose your memory after all.
Then why didn't you say something earlier? I only answer questions when someone bothers to ask me. I'm the quiet type, you know.
Yeah.
You're right.
I mean, nobody. I mean,
Liar in the
to be
world.
fair, she was just kind of vibing the entire time.
More
So
importantly, if you really do remember, what is it?
Huh? What's the matter, Master? Do you really not remember the tragedy?
Literally none of us remember.
Tragedy?
Oh no! You seriously forgot? Maybe I can help you remember with a kiss.
Just answer the question. What happened out there?
Well, I can't really say if it happened or if it's still happening. But it was the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history.
Yeah. What?
say that
Why is
5 times
phrase
fast.
coming up now?
Because it's all because of that event. What is? Are you serious? I'm talking about the way the world is now.
Is now?
The world's been destroyed, get it?
Destroyed?
Explain yourself.
Uh-oh.
Tell us everything you know.
Copy that, darling.
Even the Oculus freaked out.
Okay, so this big, awful, tragic event, they started just calling it the tragedy, happened about a year ago. It was so big and so bad that even this murderous fiend went pale at the sight of it. I guess you could say what happened was man-made. But it was more on the level of a worldwide natural disaster. Either way, there's no doubt that it was the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history!
Also, why are they only carrying long objects? Oh wait, I see an axe in the
And
background.
as a
but-
result, in basically no time flat! The world turned out the way it did, and that's that.
That's all there is to it? Come on! There wasn't a single concrete description in there!
Oh, that explains why we'd want to stay here so we could stay safe. And that's why he was just like, we're gonna do everything we can to keep you safe.
Well, it just so happens I don't
But
fall
unfortunately,
into
they
the
locked in the person behind all of it in here with them.
Miss Moreau saw it all play out in real time, so why don't you ask her?
We already did, and she didn't know anything. That's why we're asking you.
I couldn't live up to Master's expectations! To die! To die! This is a true tragedy!
Okay, that's enough of your little lover's quarrel. Whatever happened, doesn't matter at this exact point in time, right? The end justifies the means. Everything serves the outcome. In other words, the world has ended. That's the important thing.
How can the world just end? It's the world!
Calm down.
It's the
okay.
world.
There's no need to panic. Every living person will be dead in 100 years anyway. So the world ending isn't that big a deal.
Oh, come on. Now you're just being ridiculous.
Well, as long as we're being ridiculous. I have another ridiculous story to tell you. It's the story of the Tagami Corporation, which has given Byakuya's life all its meaning.
What? What did you say?
I'm glad to see you took the bait. You bit into it like a middle-aged secretary at an all-you-can-eat cake buffet.
Hey! So, what do you think happened to the Togami family?
Oh. It's all the same.
Well, what happened to them, Griffin?
peasant.
But I didn't say anything yet.
I just got so fucking bored waiting, I couldn't help it. Even if you're wrong, eventually you'll figure it out, right? Till then, you're just going in circles.
So, no matter what you pick, you get the right answer. Pretty innovative, don't you think?
Is this the game dev speaking to us?
But do you think it might be a disease? Getting bored so easy, I mean. Do you think I might be sick?
Anyway, like I was saying, Byakuya's entire lineage has been totally annihilated!
What? What the hell are you talking about?
I can confirm that his entire family has died. Even the distant relatives. The Tagami name has perished.
But how is there a second game though? Or a third one?
Well, we'll figure that out probably.
Stop! And say
Well, we'll
with
find that
such
out when we
authority,
play those games.
A peasant would dare challenge us? The avatar of divine punishment? You must learn your place, peasant! You are no longer the ultimate affluent progeny!
They couldn't possibly be gone.
Your talent
The
rights
Tagami
are
family is
revoked.
destined to guide the world.
Hell, there is no world anymore, remember? It got fucked a full year ago!
Hold on. That doesn't
The
make
world
any
got
sense.
That don't make sense.
There's no way that happened a year ago. I mean, we only came to this school a few weeks ago.
Makoto!
If some kind of world-ending event happened a year ago, then how do you explain the totally normal world we were living in up till then?
What an idiot. He's almost like Griffin.
Okay.
Have you considered the possibility that you're mistaken about that?
Mistaken?
Okay, no, I redeemed myself. Makoto,
A
not
little
so much.
bit.
Well, if I'm understanding you right, it sounds like you think the tragedy happened a year before you arrived here.
Well, yeah. I mean, like he said, we just got here a few weeks ago.
People,
A few weeks ago? Ooh, I get it. You're saying that what happened 2 years ago actually happened more recently, right?
Huh?
2 years?
2 years ago?
years.
What?
Well, I mean, you guys all started attending Hope's Peak
It was
Academy
2
2
years.
years ago.
Wait, so we're canonically all over 18 then? Oh my
Yeah.
goodness. Wait, what? 2 years ago?
Everyone is canonically 19 except Hiro, who's canonically
What the hell
23.
is this chick trying to say?
Bro, he's
Yeah, we don't need to
old.
worry
What a
about that
boomer.
math scene
I
anymore.
understand why you'd have trouble accepting it, but in the end, you can't deny the truth. And the truth is, everything is cause and effect. Deny that, and you may as well give yourself up to God. So, you must surely understand all the hints I've given you so far, right? What are the memories I took from you?
Come now, answer us! Answer with all your heart and soul!
How are we supposed to answer?
The memories from the photos.
I just don't know what's going on anymore.
Still, we have to answer somehow. If we don't, everything ends right here. Memories that were stolen from us. If what Junko says is true, we first came here 2 years ago, but the rest of us only remember getting here within the last few weeks or so. So the memories she took from us.
I got it!
Like a
If we accept that what you say is true, then we've all lost our memories of the last 2 years after coming to this school.
Nope. No. No. I mean, no matter what anyone says,
Another
stupid,
correct
stupid.
answer. Well done, peasant.
She's not quite
seriously? This routine again?
We've lost 2 years worth of memories?
That's right. You've already spent 2 full years here at Hope's Peak Academy, and that entire period of time.
I know I should not be
precisely
asking
what
this, but
you
which one has the
wanted.
biggest tits?
I mean, to be fair, that thought did cross my mind at some point. But
I don't remember.
I
Who
didn't
is
want
Big
to.
Tits McGee? I'm so confused.
But I didn't want to ask that because I was really concerned about asking that.
You already had your one thing with what you noticed in the photos.
I want to think that too. I want to believe it. That's nothing but our desire. I want to believe. I want it to be impossible. But if it's the truth, then we have to accept it. Whoa, he's learned from Kyoko. Okay. Oh,
It's
either
gonna be a
of
locker notebook. It's gonna be a locker notebook.
those. Okay.
Don't worry.
I mean, they all have to do similar things, so.
2 years worth of memories.
Exactly.
I could never lose something like that.
We've been living here for 2 years?
Okay, it's probably gonna be like, yeah.
Hell no! That's impossible! I mean, I haven't gone to any awesome school events or anything! Heck, I've never even gone to a single class!
Oh my goodness, okay.
If two how freaking old
How old?
Everyone's so good.
Okay, come on.
2 years, but I could never lose.
We've been living here for hell no! I haven't gone to any awesome school events or anything!
What?
Heck, I've never even gone to a single class!
Boom.
No, that's wrong.
Only took the second attempt.
Hero, there's something I'd like you to take a look at. This notebook right here.
Huh?
The thing we were trying to talk to you about earlier.
What's my name written on it?
I found it in the locker room on the 2nd floor. If you don't mind, could you take a look inside?
Sure, whatever you want. But I've never seen this notebook before in my life.
Wuzza, is something wrong?
It's kinda similar. No, even more than that. This is absolutely my handwriting without a doubt!
Yep.
But how is this? I don't remember ever writing in this thing! No! No way!
It looks like you actually did attend class here at Hope's Peak, but somehow, you forgot all about it.
Lies! It's all one big lie!
I don't want to believe it either.
Honestly though, like with everything, I would rather like if the world's like just going in apocalypse mode, I would take a school that I would spend the rest of my life with over that, honestly.
But like, we don't really know if it's true or not. Like, yes, it says all the evidence, but like maybe the plot twist is like, hey, they lied.
But there's also no explanation.
Although Genocide Jack remembers it happening, so unless she was just fucking with us.
It's mine. In the
It's the type of thing she would do, though.
Also mine. There's no doubt about it. But
True.
just like Hero, I have no memory of ever writing in it.
And the reason for that is the 2 years of missing memories?
After seeing all the evidence, do you have any choice but to acknowledge the truth?
Isn't it just so desperately dark? The mystery's solved, but it's like a goddamn funeral in here. Shit, man, I've never been to a funeral. Hell yes!
I mean, we're technically gonna we're gonna hold a funeral for Sakura, not really for you, but
2 years of school life. How many moments of blossoming youth have you missed out on? How many fun classes? How many school events? This was your chance to build lasting friendships, right?
I mean, I think everyone we know here will be like friends with for life, basically. Yeah.
And on top of that, something tragically sad happened 1 year ago. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. Right before everyone's eyes, the world came crashing down.
The world turned upside down.
You absorbed all that despair, but then you forgot it all. And once you'd forgotten, you made the choice to subject yourselves to this killing game. Oh, and there's one other thing. To be even more precise, the memories you all lost were...
Actually, never mind.
Oh, bro.
Explaining stuff is boring.
What?
I mean, she's not wrong.
We are bored of this world. Everyone always talks big, declaring all the great things they'll do. But then they always fizzle out. This world is just so desperately fucking boring!
What are you talking about?
In a way, I'm jealous of all of you. To give yourself over so completely to such stimulating despair.
Yeah, so figure out the rest for yourselves! I'm sick of expositioning all this shit!
Figure out what?
Figure out where your memories come apart. That's at the heart of all of this.
Where our memories come apart. She talking about the moment where you must have lost your memories. I can only think of one time. Just after I set foot in the main hall for the first time, and that was when I got fainted.
Yep.
I just went with that.
When I lost my memories, I can't think of any time other than that day. When
And I
first
said it was
came
like
to
an
the
ounce
gates of the school and stepped foot
So
in
it
the
could
main
be everything
hall.
kind of like, yeah.
When I passed out, I was overcome with a strange sensation.
Wow, you still have enough spirit to keep on talking, huh? So I don't know much about the details, but it seems like everyone remembers passing out, right? And your sense of time got all messed up because of the memory loss after that? I guess it must have been something like that.
After I passed out, I woke up in a classroom with my head on a desk. I assume not much time had passed since I'd collapsed in the main hall.
But instead, 2 whole years had gone by.
See, also... Oh, wait. Well, I was also gonna say, I have some reasoning behind like the whole memory loss thing, and that's because there was this fan fiction about SMP Live, which is like the whole like Call Me Carson's SMP server, which is what I'm talking about is SMP Rompa, which was based off this and SMP Live, of course, and basically the point of it was that they had lost like their memories with it, so I do gotta give credit where credit is due there. But that doesn't discount everything else.
2 years of
I just thought I'd be honest with that.
Gone! Which means, of course...
I didn't want to reveal that until later, though.
When everyone met for the first time, it wasn't actually for the first time.
What's the recording at, by the way?
Unaware of this fact, you took the time to introduce yourselves to each other, but...
Okay, good. Okay, good.
But by that point,
I don't know if we'll get to the end in
20
more minutes, but again, if we don't, we could just, like, you know, do a jump cut, or just do a cut.
That's what those photos reveal, isn't it?
Yep, that's what they reveal. You were all such close friends. You spent 2 years together, and then you started killing each other. And it was all so you could escape into a world that's already been annihilated. What a terribly tragic tale. Even if you left now, there's nothing you can do to fix it.
Imagine if someone did get, or did like pass a
Someone goes out in the world and is just dead. It's like,
You're the one who set things up to be like this.
I love you all so much.
What?
Once your school life here began, I thought about you constantly.
Oh, so she's yandere.
It's only natural that I would fall in love.
No.
So, since I love you guys so much,
I don't have a crush on her. I don't have a crush on her.
all about the idea we
Okay,
came up
Isaac,
with as
I will
the
agree.
ultimate despair.
Mukuro's the one.
To bring
Mukuro's the
despair
one.
to all
Not this
mankind.
one. The ultimate despair, all mankind.
Let's go back in time 2 years, okay? Back to when everyone first came to this school. School life during that first year overflowed with hope and happiness. Oh boy, it was just the worst. Everyone was enjoying themselves so much. You were all having the time of your lives.
But that couldn't last forever, of course. The peacefulness only made it through that first year. Because after that, an event unfolded that hammered a soul-crushing despair into all of humanity. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. The tragedy. All too soon, the world's days of peace came to a bloody end. And as you can imagine, the school was no exception. The tragedy even made its way here, leading to the extermination of most of the students.
What are you?
What do you mean?
The most tragic event in human history. And the ultimate despair that caused it. I can't believe it's all because of just you and Mukuro. Was it some kind of organization? An angry mob? An incredibly motivated family?
You have a point. If I had to describe it, I'd say it was none of those. How can I put it? It was more of an ideological thing. Despair is contagious, you know? It's almost like a natural phenomenon.
Wow, I wonder if it's as contagious as another
capable
thing
of it.
that's currently going throughout the world.
And now the entire world has fallen into despair.
From the looks of it, it probably is.
In other words, if you see despair as the enemy, then your enemy is the world itself.
Well, but hope can also be
I
contagious.
just don't understand why.
We didn't ask you to try to understand.
I mean, really
hard.
This was a tangent anyway, unrelated to the matter at hand.
Okay, so let's get back to the story. Hope's Peak had taken so much damage. You guys were the only survivors. The members of the 78th class of Hope's Peak Academy were the only ones left.
And then, something super neat happened. Now pay attention, because this is important, and I'm only gonna say it once. So guess what? To protect everyone who had survived, Hope's Peak was transformed into a shelter. That's right. It was transformed into a shelter. I said it twice.
Now, someone was responsible for that transformation, for creating what would eventually become your prison. Do any of you know who that might have been?
The one who turned Hope's Peak into a shelter and isolated us. The Prime Minister.
The Prime Minister.
Been the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy. He
Oh my God, I
wanted
just
to turn the
realized
school into a shelter to
left is
try
not
and
crossed.
protect us.
Yeah.
To protect us from the despair and tragedy taking place outside. That's why he asked us to make that promise, to say that we were willing to live in this school forever.
Yep.
We believe he had something like that in mind, yes. If you, the collective hope of a new generation, could survive, maybe the world could have a fresh start.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, too.
Yeah, the headmaster put that much faith in you.
And because we had that same hope, that's why we all agreed to live here forever.
But creating the shelter was also his single biggest mistake.
So in a way, the alternate ending was the best
He
thing.
was the headmaster, but he had
Wait,
no
the bad ending?
idea.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
It's true. Well, I like how their hair lines up like that. It's really cool.
Yeah.
He had
good
no
artwork.
idea that we, the ultimate despair, had already made our way into the school. So what was supposed to be a shelter to keep you safe became a cage that made it impossible for you to escape despair.
I mean, if I had to guess for a second game... Oh! Another thing I noticed is Mukuro
really
has
helped
freckles.
Me out a lot. It saved me a ton
Yeah.
of
That's what I didn't
time.
notice about Junko before. Or I mean, I noticed that about Junko, and then if you saw
Photoshopped. Everything is totally fake.
Yeah.
By the way, it was you yourselves who blocked off the windows, the doors, all the exits. Under the headmaster's direction, you all went about your work like obedient little sheep.
You mean we trapped ourselves in here?
And then you forgot all about it and started bitching about how you were trapped in here.
Once you
That's
finished
a wrong
building your
moment.
little shelter, it was time for me and Mukuro to get to work. And thus began the killing game.
Me and Mukuro had come here, spending the last 2 years waiting for that moment.
That moment where you all began killing each other served as the climax of our global despair plan.
And the only reason you survived the tragedy was so that you could be a part of it.
You let us live? So we could go around killing each other? Is that what you're saying?
Why? Why would you do that?
Because this was so much more than a simple high school death match.
As in there is such a thing as a simple high school death match.
Rather, it was a method to hunt down and destroy every last remaining speck of hope in the world.
What are you saying?
Well, it would seem that there's a little bit left out there. A few souls unwilling to give up hope. So I thought I should show them, which is why I...
Well, why don't you tell me?
What the mastermind did to show everyone in the outside world, that was... Oop.
We're doing a Hangman's Gambit.
Third time,
This
let's
one's
go.
hijack.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, that was easy. Oh, oops. Okay, whatever. Still got it.
It's the wrong one.
Now I understand.
I probably would have done that. Let's be real. But, yeah.
You're talking about you hijacking the airwaves, aren't you?
Uh-huh. That's exactly what I'm talking about. To show the world the murders taking place at this school, which was meant to be a symbol of hope.
That was the whole point of the ultimate despair. When I said climax, that was what I was talking about. The world watched as you fell into despair and began to kill each other one after another. Despair is as contagious as any disease. Any hope left turns to despair.
Isn't the power of television just amazing? By the way, since we started broadcasting, a whole bunch of people have tried to come and rescue you.
I mean, that's kind of good.
Are you serious?
But utilizing the heavy weaponry I installed around the school grounds, I had no problem expelling them.
Oh.
Bruh.
Expelled them?
I have to thank you all. They were a relentless bunch, refusing to give up on hope and trying to force their beliefs on the world. But in the end, I was able to give them the final despair. Death.
So you just used us? To bring despair to everyone in the outside world?
Well, sure, but I also gave you a second chance at life, right? So it's like, give and take.
Give and take?
Give and
You're so full of shit!
That's like the first time this case, let's be real here.
And there's a reason I chose you guys to survive when all the other students were dropping like flies. I mean, we built up 2 years of memories together. You were all my treasured classmates.
Oh, this is really like some messed up fantasy then.
Sorry, that's a lie.
Oh.
I just figured you'd despair even more when you found out a friend had betrayed you.
And that's the truth, which is what you wanted, right? So, does it make you feel utterly lost and hopeless? You solved the mystery, but despair at the truth, right?
Don't tell me. Did you seriously count on the possibility that we would solve your mystery?
And if we did, then what? Our final desire for creating this world of despair was so we could experience one last class trial.
Wait, so the bad ending was the good ending? What?
If you were bold enough
It
to solve the
was.
mystery, only to discover that the truth was utterly hopeless, how would you react? What would you do?
I mean, obviously some things got thrown off the rails, but...
See? Discovering the truth doesn't necessarily lead to a sense of hope.
Truth can be full of despair, too! Like right fucking
That's
now!
one kind of truth full of despair. That's...
Not to mention, all those motives I talked about were totally meaningless. I mean, with the world having ended and all.
Meaningless? Then we've been murdering each other for nothing?
And think about it. You chose to lock yourselves up here, then started murdering each other to get out.
We weren't just random strangers either.
Well, so
We
much
were
for
classmates.
Celeste wanting to get a European
We'd spent
castle with
2
a bunch
years
of men. There
together.
probably won't be enough men.
No, even I can't laugh at that.
We get it. We get it,
Oh.
okay? You're totally awesome, right? We get it already. So help us. I'll do anything. Just help me.
A peasant begging for his life? Oh, how delightful! We've never witnessed such a travesty firsthand.
But I'm sorry to say, begging doesn't work on me. All I want is despair, and there's no reason for it. And since there's no reason, there's no argument against it. There's just no understanding it. No argument, no understanding. What better definition of ultimate despair could there be?
Wait, hold on. You've just been going on about whatever you feel like, but there's no real reason for us to believe anything you have to say.
Huh?
Huh?
You say the world's fallen
Oh.
apart,
She's
but
changed,
I
like,
haven't seen it
to,
for
like,
myself.
She just
So
wants
I
a
don't
normal
acknowledge
Zuko.
it. I don't accept it as the truth.
Until you see it with your own eyes. Truth and falsehood overlap one another. In other words, you're not unlike Schrodinger's cat right now. Is that what you're saying? If so, what then?
Are you saying you won't accept the truth until you can go outside and see for yourself? Well, you better not. You go out into that world and you're all goners for sure. Trust me, I'm not lying about any of this.
Well, even if it's all true, I refuse to give in. I refuse to lose to you, for the sake of everyone you've killed.
Huh? Everyone I've killed? What are you talking about? You're the ones who killed them!
I didn't kill anyone. I simply gave you a little nudge in the right
Mokuro.
direction.
It's so, like, because it's like the situation
I mean-
of guns don't kill people, people kill people.
But in a way though, like it might just not be true because how come that there's a game with Makoto's sister in it?
And that's all it took for you to start
I don't
killing
know.
each other.
And
You're
how are
nothing
two other
but
games?
bloodthirsty animals.
That's why anyone was murdered here, peasant.
Say what you want about hope, but we're all creatures of instinct, right? Despair comes naturally.
Hell yes! That's funny as shit!
No! This isn't just some game to us. It's murder! Plain and simple. You stole our memories. Invented reasons for us to do it. You pushed us all into a corner. It's all your fault!
You certainly have a talent for passing the buck, don't you? That must be your hope, huh? But we don't have much time left to keep up this banter. We have to draw things to a close soon.
What do you mean?
I'm talking about the vote, of course. You didn't forget about that little rule, did ya? Oh, and also, since this will be the last vote, I decided to change the rules.
What?
You guys so full of hope, and me so full of despair. I've decided to have you vote which one will be punished. If even one of you votes to punish Hope, well then, I'll consider that a win for me, and punish everyone on the side of Hope.
Even if it's just one person?
Oh, but don't worry, I won't be voting, of course.
Okay, so we can't have Genocide Jack vote, basically. Okay. We need
Even if you don't, you've still got the upper hand in all this.
It's okay. Nobody would actually vote to kill themselves, right?
Oh, let me just mention one more thing. When I win, to punish you guys, you'll have to stay here till you grow old and die. No fighting, no killing. That's your punishment.
Oh, so it's the bad ending. Okay. What?
You mean we just...
We'd have to just live here?
She's saying she'll let us live.
If you're not happy with that, then go ahead and punish me. And make your way to the outside world.
Enter a world
Oh, is it
fallen
gonna
from
give us a
grace,
choice?
where only despair exists, where you'd likely be dead within a day.
What are you saying? So no matter what, we're doomed.
Wait a sec! I just got hit with an inspiration bomb! Dying of old age is boring as shit, right? The audience at home isn't gonna dig that at all! So, here's what'll happen. One of you will get to experience an instant, super impressive punishment!
What?
What?
You can't just...
Wait, so basically, she doesn't want, like, us to become, keeping up with the Kardashians.
Say, you'll execute one of us.
And I get to decide.
We're getting
who's
close to
gonna
the time
have
where
to
we should
suck
cut
it down.
the recording.
Okay.
Just like
Yeah, I'll do that right now. Jump cut, guys.
it's the finale.
Alright, jump cut. Woo! Here we are. Okay.
Okay, let's do it. Let's go.
You're right.
Me? Yeah, you've been acting up, causing all kinds of trouble.
Oh, not Kyoko, though.
So let me make this clear. Everyone has two choices in front of them. If a single person votes for Hope to be punished, then only Makoto will receive a harsh punishment, and the rest of you will live here in peace.
If, on the other hand, you desire to see us punished, then you must all leave this place.
I will force you out, ensuring you all die horrible deaths in the outside world.
What I'm saying is, if you sacrifice Makoto, the rest
This
of
is
you
a
will get
trick.
to live out your lives.
Sacrifice me? Look at that.
What? Has your resolve softened? Have you lost confidence? Are you afraid of being punished? Don't you have faith in your friends?
No, that's not it.
It's okay. You're right to be afraid. It would seem all of those around you have realized the futility of going against me.
Guys?
It's so beautiful. Your lovely faces, eroded by despair, have come together as one.
Besides, Yoko, you could never betray your father, could you?
What?
I mean, the headmaster's only wish was that all of you would survive, right?
Yeah, but if I die.
That's why he tried to trap you all here after all. The least you can do is try to honor your dead father's
Bro, she doesn't care
wishes.
about that.
Kyoko!
One person's despair is enough to seal your fate. Isn't that just the most hopeless outcome ever?
So, who do you think's gonna give in? Whose despair is gonna sign your death warrant?
No one. Nobody's gonna give in to despair! We're not gonna lose to you!
Oh. She backed me
So
up.
boring. Stubborn till the very end, huh? Well, that's fine. Then let's just
Ooh.
hurry up and get it over with.
That's
It's time
her
for
real
the
voice.
final vote. Everything will come to an end. Your stupid hope.
And your stupid life.
The final vote. This is it. The ultimate confrontation. I have to show everyone. I have to make them remember. I have to convince them not to give up. To live in despair. That's not really living at all. Here we go.
I think it'll become very clear what you have to do here.
Okay. Oh, absorb, I'm guessing.
We won't give up. As long as there's hope, we'll never give up.
If I were to die,
Group photo.
that would be the end of Hope's Peak Academy.
No, Griffin was right.
No.
Absorb?
You think you have to
By the way,
absorb the
the air
ellipses?
outside is totally
You have to
covered.
absorb
The
hope.
only reason we're okay in here is thanks to the air purifier. If I die, in other words, the communal life you've all...
Me.
All of you will have to leave.
What was that?
You'll have to go into the world outside. So, what do you just die?
There's no hope left, lose. Oh, oops.
No! To pull it up, 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 pull it up.
I think there is hope.
You're supposed to read that.
Oh, okay, I understand, I understand.
Yeah.
As long as there's hope, we'll never give up.
Okay, I got it.
If I were to die,
Okay, I'm not gonna hold, I'm not gonna
the
hold.
end of Hope's Peak Academy.
Oh, just remember to shoot it at each person.
Let's go, hero.
Don't lose hope
My
now.
man.
All my fortune-telling senses are telling me not to leave this place. But to live means moving forward, right? So even if it's hard, even if we're scared, we don't have any choice, do we? I want to keep on living. I want to open the next door. There must be something new waiting for me. So that's why, no matter what, I need to get out of here. The whole fortune-telling thing doesn't matter anymore. What matters is my own gut feelings.
Oh,
We
Bro.
won't give up.
he took off the tinfoiled
As long
hat.
as there's hope, we'll never give up.
Oh, we have to absorb that every time.
If I were to die, that
Okay,
would be
skip
the end.
you.
I've decided to have faith in myself.
By the way, the air outside is totally polluted, you know. The only reason we're okay in here is thanks to the air purifiers in the physics lab.
Alright, Hina.
Don't lose hope now.
I've been thinking about all this, and I was thinking, at a time like this, what would Sakura do? You only get stronger by taking adversity by the horns. Confront that thorny path with enthusiasm. That sounds like something she'd say, right? No. I think that's definitely what she'd say, which is why yeah! I've made up my mind!
We won't give up. As long as there's hope, we'll never give up.
If I were to die,
Okay.
That would be the end.
I've decided to...
By the way, the air outside, the only reason is thanks to the air. Say whatever you want. I've made my decision.
if I die, the purifiers will screech to a halt. In other words,
She's trying
as
to
soon
just
as
make
I
up
die,
excuses and everything.
the communal life you've all been living will come to an end.
Because for all we know, everything could have been resolved. We have to.
Oh, you missed. Oh no, you didn't miss. I thought you missed for a second.
I don't care either way. I'm fine with whichever one is more interesting.
This is like the ending to Undertale, which I'm not gonna say which it is because I do want to play it with trivia at some point.
Actually, I may not look like it, but I always hated school. Hell, no matter how I look, still hate it. Oh, but no matter what, Master has to come along with us.
We won't give up. As long as there's hope, we'll never give up.
If I were to die, that would be the end.
I've decided...
By the way, the only reason is thanks to the air. Say whatever you want. If I die, in other words, the communal life you've all been living.
I can keep on living as long as I have my Master's love.
All of us trying to be like
All of
hopeful and
you will have
everything.
to
Her
leave.
master.
You'll have to go into the world outside, where only death and despair are waiting.
Got it.
Don't lose hope now.
What's the matter? You're not actually trying to encourage me, are you?
That's exactly what I'm doing.
Ridiculous.
Great.
It never even crossed my mind that I might give in to despair.
Sure.
But don't misunderstand me. I couldn't care in the slightest what happens to you.
Okay.
I just have to keep my word. I swore I would end the life of the Mastermind. Besides, the Togami family isn't dead, because I'm still alive. So until I can restore the Togami family and bring it greater glory than it's ever known...
Oh.
We won't give up!
It's the theme!
As long as there's hope, we'll never give up!
If I were to die...
That would be the end. By the way, the only reason is thanks to the air. Say whatever you want if I die. In other words, the communal life you've all... I can keep on living! All of you will have to leave. You'll have to go into the world outside, where only death and...
I already said I would claim the Mastermind's life, by whatever means necessary.
So, what are you gonna do? Will you just die? Is that what you want?
And there we go.
Come on, Kyoko.
I didn't really know my father, so I can't pretend to know what he was thinking. But even if we're just connected by blood, there's one thing I am sure of. He would never want us to abandon Makoto and choose to stay here. I can't explain why exactly. But if I'm sure of anything, I'm sure of that. Just because we don't actually know anything. Does that mean we can't understand? Could it be that... No, never mind. So, Makoto, I don't think you wound up at this school because you had good luck or bad luck. I think you came here for a different reason entirely. You came here to bring down the ultimate despair. You came here to confront despair without ever giving up. And if that's true, I think we could call you the ultimate hope. What do you think?
I mean, that's an upgrade from the ultimate lucky student.
What the? Yeah, that is.
What the hell are you?
Oh my god, I'm lagging at the...
Oh.
The ultimate hope has been added to the Truth Bloods, I don't know.
Your stupid faces, the stupid things you've said, the stupid way you all treat each other. It's all so uncool, so unhip. Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up!
Stupid, stupid, stupid all over me.
Lame.
I'm not any kind of elite or of elite anything. Hope isn't a talent you develop, but still. But I still...
One last bullet time battle.
Alright. Here we go.
You suck. What do you want? So uncool.
It's negative.
You dare to stand against us? Hope is a joke. Who are you?
Your idiocy ends here.
You're gross.
You're
Suffer
gross.
from despair.
I just love despair!
You suck.
Don't forget to
What do
reload.
you want? So
You suck.
uncool.
You're unbearable!
Hope is a joke. Who are you?
Would you like to die?
You're gross. Suffer from despair. Everything is pointless. Suffer from despair.
Okay, is it just...
Despair into tomorrow.
Yeah, it's just the ultimate hope.
Keeps on going.
Oh, okay.
I refuse to give up. I refuse to get bored. I refuse to throw it all away. I refuse to despair. Because all I have going for me is the desire to keep moving forward.
What's going on? What's happening?
Oh. Hey.
Hold up. Hey.
Wow.
All A's on that trial.
Woo! I got more tokens.
Yay!
Looks like we've reached the end. I think it may be time to vote.
We just gotta pull the lever, right?
Good. I'm ready to go.
Let's put an end to these trials. Put an end to the killing with our own hands.
Okay, so wait, question is, who's voicing the real Junko?
Jerby.
Is
He's still
voice
voicing
swinging
her.
Are you gonna switch it up at all? Or?
I would say a little more tame version of the voice you did before.
The hell?
Okay. The hell?
Indeed.
You've lost, Junko.
I lost?
Oh, well, that was voiced, but...
Hold up. I'm lagging a little bit, so give me a second. I lost? Me? No way!
Well, that's just...
It can't be!
You still don't accept it?
You, the ultimate despair herself, is vulnerable to the onslaught of despair. Yeah, onslaught of despair, it would seem.
Got it.
But there's no use trying to fight back now.
Well, that's just... totally the best!
Oh?
Huh?
So this is despair.
We came to this school 2 years ago, created our incredibly detailed plan. I even killed my own sister for it.
And now
To come this far and fail at the very end?
True despair.
It's the most ultimate ultimate despair.
What are you talking about?
And now
Don't you see? I was so hopelessly desperate. I was bored from the world the moment I was born. That's why I've been looking forward to this so desperately. This once-in-a-lifetime experience. It was my first and last colossal despair, here at the moment of death. To have the chance to taste the highest grade of despair, the utter failure of my dreams.
True despair.
I'm so hopelessly happy right now.
Huh?
What, is she enjoying this?
Anyway, so are you prepared to admit defeat?
You think I care whether I won or lost? Either way, it doesn't change the thing.
Totally the best!
Outside is only despair. Inside is only despair. No matter where you go, despair awaits you.
That's not true.
Not possible.
You're wrong.
Huh?
Don't make me repeat myself.
Hold up, lag. Let me tell you this right now. We no longer fear despair.
Okay.
Because we decided to enter the outside world with hope.
Yeah, Makoto totally seduced us over to his side.
Please never use that word again.
Everyone.
Hey.
You said that despair is as contagious as any disease.
However.
But the same is true of hope. All you have to do is look at us to see how true that is.
Kyoko.
No.
Huh? Stop it! Stop! I hate those faces you're making! To see those awful looks costs me nothing but pain.
There's one last thing.
Fine. Let me just say one last thing. If you guys wanna get all hung up on the word hope, then that's no skin of my nose. But just be warned. From this point on, one despair after another will stand in your way. No matter where you run, no matter where you hide. Maybe you'll find some hope, but there is a very fine line dividing that hope is hope from bitter despair. Knowing that, you still plan to cling to your hope?
Of course, because we...
It's fine, it's fine.
Shut up! Shut up! There was a rhetorical question. You interrupted my monologue. I don't know, sorry. I'm almost done though, so whatever.
We could have ended off the series with one more without another Jervy doesn't know. And Jervy has this having a first moment.
Because it's almost punishment time, right?
It can't be.
Do you really intend to go through with this?
I also like, Jervy, how you make Junko's voice a mixture of fake Junko's voice and Monokuma's voice. That's really
Thank you. That was the agreement, right?
Hold on. It's not like I want you to die. You don't have to.
Stop it! Stop it! Stop it!
Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it!
What?
How many times do I have to tell you?
The act of living brings me no hope at all! All I want now is a taste of this scared of death, and you only get one. You get once in life, so.
Don't get in my way! So this is how the despair of death feels. It's so wonderful! Even a tenth of this despair, even 100th. I want every last soul on this planet to taste such despair. I want the entire world to die with that despair in its mouth. Okay, let's do this. I've reserved an extra special punishment for last. Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
Ugh.
She really is a crazy bitch.
Oh, it's from the...
Congratulations, Junko has been found guilty. Time for the punishment.
Yeah, she isn't even being dragged away. She's walking with Monokuma.
She's just chilling out.
Imagine she just falls from the chair and, like, cracks her head on the floor.
Died.
That's how she falls. That's how she dies. Oh, it's literally like everything. Oh.
The ultimate punishment.
Oh, she really is like a masochist.
She's getting all of them.
Where she like did an exact replica of how.
She's even getting this one. Discounted.
Blasting off again. Oh.
That was awesome.
I mean, yeah, well, here we go. Cool. Emergency override. Alright. And that's how everything came to an end. The final class trial. Junko Inoshima, the ultimate despair. Life at Hope's Peak Academy. It was all over.
Chapter 6, ultimate pain, ultimate suffering, ultimate despair, ultimate execution, ultimate death. The end.
Oh!
You received the Monokuma hair tie present.
Yikes. Alright. We save.
That was so good. So
we're gonna finish the game, guys, so no worries and everything. So we'll have enough time for the epilogue. Oh yeah, you added. Okay, let me see this.
Yep.
Oh, I see what you replaced there. Interesting.
I mean, hey, it's not like the characters
has so
actually.
many characters.
Yeah, Jeremy ended up voicing a total of 8 characters.
But even after saying it was all over.
And all of them have their own unique voice, except for Chihiro.
Yeah. It's not like the building exploded or collapsed on itself or anything. That wasn't the kind of ending waiting for us. Can the dog please shut up? I'm sorry, I should have said that, but like... Nothing changed. Well, with one exception. The air purifiers turned off. Just like Junko said. They shut off immediately. That was the only difference. Oh.
Goodbye, Despair High School. Epilogue.
So why is it called Danganronpa?
Dangan means bullet, and Rampa is like to refute an argument. So
We left the courtroom and made our way to the main hall. We stood in front of the door. Nobody made a sound.
I swear, if my phone dies before we get to the end.
This was our epilogue before the final ending. We were stuck there in limbo, unmoving, unsure, but in the end. Bruh, if they don't hug, I will scream.
Hey. We can't just stand around like this forever. At some point, we need to leave.
To nobody's surprise, it was Kyoko who broke the silence.
Makoto.
Makoto, would you do the honors?
Okay. As if awakened by Kyoko's words, I took out the object we'd gained. Up until the moment of her death, it belonged to Junko. And in the end, she dropped it before us.
So,
But is this really it? Is that really the key to this door?
Indeed.
You don't have to read into what she said too much to find out the answer.
If, on the other hand, you desire to see us punished, then you must all leave this place.
I will force you out, ensuring you all die horrible deaths in the outside world.
In other words...
I will force you out. She said that, just before dropping that. It makes sense that it would be our way out of here.
But
you never know. Maybe it's actually a switch that's gonna make the school self-destruct. I mean, Junko never said specifically that she'd let us leave here alive.
It's true.
You may be right about that.
Wow, the first thing Yasa Hero that has that might be an accurate prediction. Maybe.
Yes.
Hold up. Lagging a little bit. But even so, it's impossible to think we wouldn't take our chances with it.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
There's nothing to worry about.
My beautiful scissors!
If something ever happened to Master, I'd take my scissors and stir him so far up.
Oh, hey, where's the courtroom? Where's the mastermind?
That's gonna be so funny. We're just be like, oh yeah, it was Junko, by the way. Wait, did she know?
She knows what. She know it was Junko.
Oh yeah,
She knows.
Okay,
Yeah.
I couldn't remember if we were past that.
It's all over. We're just about to leave the school.
What? Leave? We can go outside.
I can finally leave.
I can finally leave. Then that means me and the master can get married. And then he'll give me my little jewel of a baby.
That's enough.
Please stop. That would be a great horror than anything that I've encountered so far.
Anyway,
Don't worry. I have no doubt that we'll be able to leave here without a problem.
But...
If that happens wait. It's what happens after we get out I'm worried about.
But you know, in the end, I think part of me still thinks...
We're serious.
Maybe when we get out there, we'll see that everything she said about the world was a lie. That on the other side of this door is a world as peaceful as we remember. A lie. Peaceful as we remember. I mean, the world could just be normal again, like everyone could have solved everything, you know? I mean, it's very unlikely.
In 2019, I'm gonna say that in 2019 there were a lot of riots around the world, and now it's a lot more peaceful.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, No matter what it looks like, it's still our world. It's where we're meant to live.
Yeah, I guess so.
And how do I put this? Unlike this school, the world is really big, right? Since it's so big, I'm sure there must be some despair no matter what. There also has to be lots of hope, right?
In other words,
The act of searching for hope. To try and find it, that by itself is the true meaning of hope. As long as you have that hope, you can keep moving forward no matter what trouble you may fall into.
am I wrong?
Is that what you mean, Makoto?
Yeah, that's pretty much the gist of it.
I don't need any of you to spell it out for me. You know, Junko mentioned that there were still others out there who others out there who hadn't cast away hope just yet. Maybe I should find them and make them work for me. To rebuild the worlds, we must first rebuild the Togami
Dynasty.
Dynasty, got it. Okay, thank you.
I'll go with you. I'll follow you wherever you want to go.
He's just like, about that, I've already gotten a restraining order.
You got it!
Well, my first stop is going to be the closest donut shop. I can figure out the rest from there.
Hey. And what are you gonna do if there are no more donut shops? Or donuts?
Okay.
I'll just have some flour and make some myself. And if there's no flour, I'll just grow some wheat.
Ugh, I get it now. If there's no road, you just gotta build one. Creation. Fate is telling me to remake the world.
Could it be?
That's my hope.
How about that?
I've reached the next stage. The next chapter of Yasuhiro Hagakure's life story is about to begin.
Woo!
Thanks, Sina. You've totally opened my eyes.
Personal space, buddy. You're seriously creeping me out.
Makoto.
Come on, Makoto. Even if everyone in the outside world is gone. Even if the world is steeped in despair. As long as I have people like you around, I can face forward and keep moving. If we can get out there and do something, have some sort of impact.
But what can we do? There's so few of us and we're so small. So what can we do? No, we can probably do anything. Yeah, we can do anything.
Well, I guess this is goodbye. And goodbye to Sakura. But hey, if we gotta say goodbye, we may as well do it with a smile on our face.
I swear, if they don't hug, I'm gonna cry. I mean, I'm gonna cry if they hug, but...
Hey guys! You guys want your fortunes told anywhere, anytime. You just let me know. I'll be there.
For a discount.
You know how much I hate being annoyed, but if something does come up, you may as well let me know. I can't guarantee I'll actually bother listening, but...
This is the most we're getting out of him. Okay, that's fine.
I don't know why, but I have a burning desire to start writing.
Finally, she mentions more of that. Okay.
I might be able to pull it off. A story about Master and me. And the others, I guess.
Okay. At least she's including
I
us.
can't say I'm sorry about what happened, but still. It does feel kind of strange.
I really don't know what to say. I guess we graduated?
I mean, you're like 19 or 18. Well, Yasuhiro being 23. But looks like hope really is spreading. As long as I never give up. I have to push even harder. I'm going to keep moving forward with hope in my heart. Since I have hope, I can show courage. Since I have hope, I can move ahead. The world can move ahead. The door began to open with my hands, with our hands. Hope and despair mingled together, opening the door to our future. Oh, no! Oh, I freaked out. I was like,
no!
You thought they were gonna just shoot them?
Yeah! I thought they were just gonna die! Dang it, okay. I freaked out. I just saw guns and it was just, okay.
And that's the end of Danganronpa.
That's so unfair!
Alright.
What?
Well.
Oh, they're showing the Japanese actors.
What a bad end.
Yeah, they're showing the Japanese voice actors.
Dang it.
Big rip to the English ones. Okay, anyway, now I think is a good time for me to well, just look in the chat.
What? What? He's fat?
Yeah, what?
The person
What the
returning for the
hell?
second game is Byakuya. It's not Kyoko, so you were wrong.
Are you... They put fat Byakuya in the second game, but not Kyoko? Are you kidding me?
Nope. Yeah, Byakuya gained some weight.
I'm guessing I get Hajime.
Those
just some, of course, it's some weight.
It's Griffin. It's labeled who gets who.
Yeah, no, well, actually, wait, yeah, my question was, Hajime is the protagonist.
Protagonist, yes.
Yeah, these are relatively normal compared to the third game where I've seen that. Like, those kinds of people.
Alright.
That ending was amazing. I wanted to wait what happened at the
Is there gonna be a post-credits where they hug? Please, I really
There is a post-credit scene.
Okay.
There is one.
Dang it. Why can't they hug? They have not hugged this entire... Literally the only hug was between Makoto and Sayaka. And of course Sayaka betrays him, so you know it wasn't true. I've never been more dissatisfied.
Same
I
here.
could say I fall
What
into
the
despair.
fuck? Well, some of the dialogue is true. Holy fucking shit! What a game.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it was amazing. I'm just... And the twist,
It was
like,
great.
Even,
It was great.
Even though, yeah,
I mean,
okay.
in the middle, I did say like, "Oh, this is a terrible game." That was all a joke. Like, don't take it seriously.
Yeah. Well then, I'm assuming during this point it's just gonna be showing on screen. It's just gonna be showing the image that I posted.
Yeah.
Of Byakuya?
Of all of our cast.
Yeah. What else?
Of the second game, our voice cast.
Okay.
You know, as a little teaser, I guess.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Okay. Let me. Oh yeah. There's your husbando. There he is. What's his name? I have there she is. Wait. Yeah. What's his name? Usami. Or well, that's the pink bear, but Mahiro Koi.
It looks more like a bunny.
Yeah. So Isaac, his name is Mahiro Koizumi. Mahiro.
Which one?
Isaac, are you there?
Mahiro Koizumi. Did you stop the recording?
No, I should have. I should have stopped presenting it. It still says I did.
So should I say the outro then?
No, we're still waiting on this because we're still doing a post credits. What about Isaac? Is Isaac?
I don't know. What the fuck? Why was there no conclusion? How is the world?
Yeah, they literally chose to turn off my Wi-Fi while we're in the moment of this. So I'm on my hotspot and my phone's at 1%. Let's go.
Okay, real quick. Mahiro Koizamo, that's the husbando, right?
No.
What?
Oh, I have. Oh wait, I reversed their names. Mabi.
Oh, so it's
Mahiro's the girl.
Okay, what is this?
Okay, I'm seeing what. Okay, what is this? Oh, Maki was there. Oh. Oh.
Interesting. Things are getting very interesting indeed. Like I said at the beginning, I'm not A teddy
There you go.
bear. I am Monokuma, and I am this school's headmaster.
Oh.
Ooh.
Wait, did you say it was gonna show the thing from the second game? Like the characters or Easter egg?
No, I just meant like we would put the image of like our characters on the screen like during that.
Well, I don't want to edit that, but whatever. Okay.
It's liberation.
Okay, guys.
Wait, is there anything? Wait, okay. There's a lot of other stuff we can check out.
Now we have school mode.
What does that mean?
School mode is like the dating sim mode, basically.
Oh, so you can just go into free time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you basically just do free time with everyone. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna just say it. Guys, thank you so much to be on this trip with us. And we are going to be playing the second game very much soon. While right now, even though this has been in January, we are going to be recording the second game while this is uploading. And we're not going to show any trace of it. So I hope you guys are going to watch the second game and see how we react to everything. I hope you guys enjoyed everything. And remember, like, subscribe, leave a comment of how you thought about like our reactions and like how we did.
Ooh.
And we will see you guys in the next one.
I'm gonna listen to this while I work on my homework. Let's be real.
Okay.
All right. And
goodbye,
with
guys.
that, bye.
Bye.